I suspect that I have the strongest lifetime pro-worker voting record here in the United States Senate. I want to create jobs, not cut jobs. And what Senator Boxer and Senator Cardin and others are talking about is creating meaningful, good-paying jobs as we retrofit coal-burning plants so they do not poison the children of Vermont and other states around the country. So to Senator Inhofe and others, I say respectfully, stop poisoning our children. Let them grow up in a healthy way. Madam President, the Clean Air Act is set to cut mercury pollution by 90% using technology that is available right now. That would be good news, since the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say mercury can cause children to have, and I quote, brain damage, mental retardation, blindness, seizures, and the inability to speak, end of quote. We get exposed to mercury simply by eating fish contaminated with it. And we have seen fish advisories in 48 out of the 50 states in this country. Wouldn't it be nice if the men and women and the kids who go fishing could actually eat the fish they catch rather than worry about being made sick by those fish? Power plants are responsible for 1/3 of the mercury deposits in the United States, but Senator Inhofe's resolution would let them keep right on polluting. His resolution would also eliminate protections against cancer-causing pollutants like arsenic, as well as toxic soot that causes asthma attacks. Leading medical organizations, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Lung Association, the American Heart Association, the American Nurses Association, have said, and I quote, Senator Inhofe's resolution would leave millions of Americans permanently at risk from toxic air pollution from power plants that directly threaten pulmonary, cardiovascular, and neurological health and development, end of quote. That's not Bernie Sanders. That's the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Lung Association, the American Heart Association, the American Nurses Association. Madam President, we are talking about preventing thousands and thousands of premature deaths. We are talking about preventing heart attacks, and we are talking about what is a very serious problem in my state, and that is asthma. Maybe Senator Inhofe would like to join me in the state of Vermont. I go to a lot of schools, and I ask the kids very often, and I ask the school nurses, how many kids are suffering with asthma? And many, many hands go up. So thank you very much. We do not want to see more asthma in Vermont or in other states that are downwind. You know, Madam President, we hear a lot from some of our Republican friends about jobs. Well, the truth of the matter is that if we are aggressive in cleaning up these coal power plants, we can create, and we have already seen created, many, many good, decent-paying jobs. In fact, if we invest, if the utility industries will invest in pollution controls, we can create almost 300,000 jobs a year for the next 5 years. Meaningful, good-paying jobs, making sure that our air is cleaner and that our people do not get sick. So let's talk about job creation, cleaning up our environment. And Madam Chair, this is not just theory. I'm the chairman of the Clean Jobs Subcommittee, and we heard from Constellation Energy, which installed pollution controls at their 1,280 megawatt coal plant in Maryland that cut mercury emissions by 90%. This $885 million investment created at its peak 1,385 jobs on site at the plant for boilermakers, steam fitters, pipe fitters, operating engineers, iron workers, electricians, carpenters, teamsters, and laborers, just the kind of jobs we want to create. The American people know we have to rebuild our infrastructure. We can create jobs doing that. This is one of the areas where we can create decent-paying jobs and help keep our kids from getting sick.
The senator's time's expired.
Thank you very much. I would urge very strongly a no vote against the Inhofe resolution.